Once a jolly swagman can buy a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree.
So we've got the main structural frame, as you can see, and that lifts the gate up, right up to the top there. That then travels over the cows, and you can let the gate down wherever you like, so that you can separate mobs and don't have to push the cows all the way from the back. You just take 100 or 200, whatever you like, and just bring them across.
We have much quieter cows, because the previous situation the cows were just actually bulldozed in, where with this they know as soon as the noise starts and they start to move forward, and we hardly have to take the gate up right behind them. So yeah, no, the gate's made a tremendous difference. It's improved our cow flow, everything. It's been fantastic.
Any difference in the volume of milk in the vat?
It has actually. We hit 21,500 litres for 2 milkings, and that's the highest we've ever had in 2 milkings ever. Just a lot more relaxed, and they don't seem to jump when the gate goes down. They just accepted it. Took 2 or 3 days just for them to sort of fit in with a whole different system, but
yep.
Now they're perfect.
And installation was done basically over 2 days?
Yes, mainly 2 days.
Yep.
Yes, and then just the fine tuning of the electrics on the 3rd day, and she was away working then. But it never interfered with the whole workings of the dairy. Everybody just fed it in, and we didn't have a start anything.
Yeah, because you were milking during that time.
Yes, we were milking, and we're milking nearly 900 cows, so it was very important that our milking program was kept continuously going, and we never had any interruptions. Everything went smoothly. The cows weren't disturbed, and the boys just worked between the milkings, so it worked well.
Realistically speaking, there's a huge big difference between having one and not having one, isn't there?
One manpower.
Yep.
Because with the number we have, trying to keep them up would be a problem, because especially when you've got a lot of heifers in the herd, they always want to come back and go back down the yard, and you could end up with stress on the cows and stress on our workers with them racing around trying to keep them up. Where the backing gate is just that, it keeps the back of them, and it just keeps them there, it contains them,
yep.
And they know it's there, it's a barrier,
yep.
And it's worked really well. We haven't had any problems with our cows in the
yep.
last week or so.
So in this yard the rails were put on the existing post, so this was all in place, and all we put on was the rails, which the track for the drive motors, of which there are 4. As you can see, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. Smaller gates, they only have 2 drive motors, but this is a 17.4 meter gate, so it's a huge gate, the biggest one ever made, and working absolutely brilliantly.
You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, and he sang as he stowed that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
There's 180 new cows in this herd. It's the first time they're going through. So you can see, even with a new lot of cows in the same herd, there's just no upset whatsoever. They're all very, very relaxed. Those are freshly calved cows just out here, and Christine, what were you saying about the freshly calved cows?
They haven't been on the platform before.
Yep.
So they tend to want to run everywhere, and where we can just bring them up, put the gate behind them, and then we can have the ability, got the room to move, to put them on, load them on singly,
yep.
Without having to worry about the rest taking off down the actual yard. It
yep.
contains them, and it keeps them from being really overstressed by racing around the yard with them, and it's worked really well.
At the back of the yard, as you can see, the rail continues on all the way to the back, and the cows just walk underneath the track where the gate runs over. Well, they've got no option but to go forward, isn't it?
Right. And they know it too.
The whole key of this gate is that it is a management gate. It is not a bulldozer. And the gates you see hanging underneath the main frame, they actually automatically revert back if they push up the cows and then the rail, you see there, that just touches their backbone, and that brings them forward. But as you see, that's not even required. They're just very happily just moving forward. There you go, see how the gate gets in there, and it just nudges them forward. Not a bulldozer, but a management gate. That's what this is all about. Quietly managing those cows so they're able to produce to the best of their abilities. It's not a cheap gate, but it's been worth every dollar.
No, not a cheap gate, but then you think of one person in Australia with the wage rates and everything, you can't get a person to work on a dairy full-time like this would have to be to keep the cows up. If you didn't have the gate, you're probably looking around about 36 to 38,000 a year. So I mean, if you put it in and you relate it to manpower and how much it would cost you in time and effort, I don't see it being an expensive
And that's
item.
just the labour side, and we've talked about the cows and the quietness and all those sort of things.
Yes, and it certainly, we haven't had a problem with our cows since we've had it, and I love it.
Yep.
I think it's fantastic.
You